We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing, Hundley. Rolling to his right. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now Hundley. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He'll look downfield for Waller. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Jacobs trying to run on 1st down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Mariota. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mariota now. He wants it all for the end zone.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Giants force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Carl Joseph, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that they're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point. and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing, Mariota.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the return will stop right around the 25. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, Dorsett.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
And
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw is Mariota. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mariota's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Mariota to throw it. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Watch the backer.
Here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. To throw Mariota. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Play action now. Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.